Hi everyone. Today I will be presenting my half and half project on mostly multiracial identity and anti-Asian discrimination in the US using two key readings and real world connections that connect back to our discussion questions and also our journal writings. There we go. Here we go. In Danzy Senna's 1998 essay, The Mulatto Millennium, she writes, "We are new people, neither black nor white, but both." This cited in Senna's 1998, page 179. This line made me reflect on how mixed race people are often forced to choose one identity, even though they embody both. This is like being miscategorized as a person with certain limitations that you could do. Julia Alvarez's La Morena opened my eyes to colorism, discrimination based on skin tone within the same racial group. In her Dominican family, darker skin was stigmatized, revealing anti-black bias even among Latinos. Critical AAPI issue. I'm connecting these readings to multiracial census debates and the deportation of Cambodian refugees. Two examples of how the US struggles to recognize complex identities. Okay, let's now break down these two readings. So, there we go. So Danzy Senna is mixed, black and white. She's tired of the one drop rule. This old idea that if you have any black ancestry, you are just simply black. She says, nope, we're something new. But in real life, norms still make you pick one box. I personally tried out a job application last week and I noticed that there was no both application, meaning that multiracial people on job applications just don't even exist. That's what Senna's fighting against. Fun fact, in 2020, the census finally let people check multiple races, but only 3.5% of people actually did. This comes from the Pew Research Center I found in 2021. I think that's because a lot of us are scared to stand out, or we just don't know that it is okay to stand out as who we actually are. Alvarez's section. Now, Julia Alvarez, she's Dominican. In her essay, her family calls her La Morena. It means the dark one, but it's not a compliment. It's like, why can't you be lighter like your cousins or other family members? This is purely colorism, judging people by how light or dark they are, even in the same family. I really didn't know before this that this happened really at all in Latino communities. Eye opener, anti-blackness isn't just white people. It is Asian, Latino, even black communities. Lighter skin gets better jobs, better treatment, more privilege, and that's not fair. So how does this connect to Asian Americans? Here's a pyramid that I made, basically showing skin pigment pretty much. Up top is white, and then you can see how they have the privilege, the darkest, most stigma. And yeah, this is basically a social construct based on the norms in society. So imagine this. You're 5 years old, your country, Cambodia, is in a genocide. The Khmer Rouge kills 2 million of your people, including your neighbors. Your parents grab you and run. You end up in California. You go to the schools, eat McDonald's, speak English better than Khmer. You're American, except on paper or through citizenship. Then at 25, you get in trouble, maybe get into a fight at school, or maybe shoplift. In 1996, a new law stated deport them, even if you've lived here for over 40 years. Today, over 2,000 Cambodians have been sent home to a country they've never seen. This is stated by CIRAC in 2023, another source that I found. Some don't even speak the native language of the place that they're being sent. Here's the connecting bullets. Uh, Identity rejection. Sent as biracial kids are told pick one race. Cambodian Americans are told you're not really American. It's the same pain. Colorism and anti-Asian hate. Alvarez's dark skin equals shame. Cambodians, they're Southeast Asian, darker skin, different features. They get called jungle Asians or even worse, which is even extra hate. Systematic erasure. The US hides multiracial people in data and deports people who grew up saying the Pledge of Allegiance. It's like, we'll take your labor, but not your actual belonging. Some of the questions that I asked in the last discussion question, which I think are prominent, are how can we accept biracial people better? My answer was to teach kids in schools, teach everyone in schools, not just kids. Teach this on social media, make it more of a norm to go against the negative norm that is against biracial people. Question two, should high schools teach refugee deportation? This ties into the first question. I think yes, 100%. I had Cambodian friends in middle school, and I had no idea really what they went through on a day-to-day basis or the pressures of something like multiracialism, where I had no idea because I never went through it. It wasn't an extra pressure like it was for them. So, yes, I do believe it should be taught and people should be aware of it. Now, to wrap up, Senna and Alvarez taught me identity isn't just a checkbox, it's a story. Cambodian deportees, they're American in every way except the government says no. We can change this by starting small. Maybe, like I said before, making norms that are beneficial to our community and society and not bad norms like, oh, you're 5% black, so you're just gonna be considered black, or vice versa. I think listen to mixed or refugee friends. I think that you could learn the most by this just by listening and not talking. Learn their history. Speak up when someone says pick a side. I didn't know any of this before this project, and now I do. And I hope you learned something while watching my presentation. Thank you. Here's the ending. Here's my reference pages. Not very many reference sites or pages, but I think that there's very good concentrated information throughout these sites and pages. So I think you should go check those out. Thank you.